Welcome, beautiful souls. I am so excited to wish you happy equinox. Welcome, and today I'm going to lead us in a meditation to support the balance and centering that is this new season. We are entering, or just entered this morning, the Libra astrological sign. Sun entered Libra, and that represents the scales and the balance of the entire zodiac. It's the middle sign, it's the seventh sign. We start at Aries, it's number 1. We go now to number 7, and it balances out the relationship between the inner world and the outer world. Libras are very relational, it's an air sign. And on this equinox, I'm going to focus on a morning practice style meditation that will bring balance into your life. I am always looking to grow internally, expand myself, and have programs available on my website to help rediscover yourself and find inner strength. And that's what one of these practices are going to do. So I am going to start with the Balance essential oil from doTERRA, starting with a couple drops in my hand. And as a morning practice, I always start with a vigorous hand motion like this. So do this with me. Let's start our practice with generating some energy here. And then this will also activate any essential oils that you use. I just use doTERRA Balance. You can smell it with some deep breaths. Just feel the energy between your hands when you do this. You're enlivening and electrifying and creating and generating a frequency of energy here between your hands. And part of this centering, balancing, we're going to do some movement in the meditation this time. So usually I have us closing our eyes and getting started in just some inner awareness, some focus on breath, breathing deeply to center yourself here and now. And this is going to be one of those meditations where we feel into the body. And partly we can do that by moving and feeling and centering around that center core and you can put your hands down on your knees if you're sitting, by rolling the hips around, by circling and shifting the weight from one hip to the other, looking for how far you go on one side, how far do you go to the other side? Are you balanced between those two? Are you balanced with how you come forward and back? And to start the meditation, we're just going to roll around in our hip bowl here, feeling into the left hip and the right hip, feeling where our center is. Where is your center? If you're going to find balance, that's between one side and another side. You know, between the light and the dark, between the up and the down. You are at that center point between your hips, resting calmly, rocking, finding that center. And once you find your center, it might just become a smaller circle till you find that center. I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths. With the inhale, imagining you're drawing in calming, quieting energy. And with your exhale, releasing any tension in the body, sinking deeper into your seat, Breathing in, calming, quieting energy. Slowly and deeply. And breathing out any tension, restriction, or even attachment that you are feeling. Another slow, deep breath, imagining you're drawing in calming, quieting energy. And releasing and letting go with the exhale. Now just returning to a normal breath. Follow your air with your mind as if you're watching the breath enter through your nose, travel down the windpipe, deep into your lungs. Feel the rise of your chest and your belly. When you exhale, feel the warmth of the air as it leaves your body. Just sitting in your center, focused on your breath. And if you're ever wondering where your center is, you can move back and forth again, kind of recenter your body. And now we're going to bring our hands together, centered above the heart. The heart is our center. So we're going to explore the center between our crown and our root, and the center between our left and our right. So this horizontal axis generated from our heart lifts up and roots down with each breath. So this is a meditation you can do with or without the hands. Just imagine the energy lifting. We call it crowning, and rooting down at the same time with each breath. Like you're pumping a bellows with your hands. And this is a good way to remember your heart is your center. If ever you feel out of balance, you can come back to this breath. And you might make it a little more fluid with your hands lifting and falling. But sometimes I really want to feel tall and confident, increasing my inner strength. And I'll do some breath work like this to bring the balance. Today is that equinox balance day, reminding us we can always come back into balance. And using your sound, we'll even call it the breath of Ah in this next expansion meditation breath. You can go as if you're in awe at the wonders of the world. It's great to bring energetic emotion into your meditation. Breathing some awe, some wonder back into your life, back into the day. And we're expanding from the heart, opening up the heart outward in the balance between this horizontal plane. You can even come back to a nice, peaceful, centered hand. Let's do one more of those. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a beautiful day to remember that the veil is thin. It's like dusk when it's not dark and it's not light. It's equal in both. And it's a beautiful day to remember to feel into your body. Bring feeling into your meditation. Bring sensation and awareness into the present moment so you can feel that inner balance, the balance between the inner world and the outer world. And be aware that today is a day where that feels more fluid and is more possible to tap in and feel deeper into your body, into your mind, into your soul. And that's the kind of practice that I do in my life regularly, and have created a program called Becoming Yourself. I'm taking signups now for this autumn program. It's almost ready to launch and be in the hands of the people who are ready to make this transformative shifting time from now until the winter and into spring equinox. It's going to be a 6-month program. It's on my website, mindfulspiritcoaching.com. It's called Becoming Yourself. It's under the programs tab at the top. And this is going to help us weekly hold a practice and dive deeper. And I'm going to do it with you. We're going to have group chats. We're going to have so much support in this program. I'm really excited to talk about it and share it with you. And the other thing I'm excited to share is this new Healy device, and I get mine in the mail this weekend, and I'm going to make a video immediately when I get it to show you all about it, because everything is energy, and energy is frequency, and using frequencies to recenter, rebalance our bioharmonies, our energetics in our body. We can do it through meditation and through movement, through stretching, through exercise, through healthy, balanced diet, and whatever frequencies you come in contact with. Today I'm wearing my yin yang shungite necklace to help me feel more centered and balanced, because this crystal is amazing for that. Check out more information on my website for that too, because that's amazing. And I just want to leave you with blessings and lots of love from me to you. And I hope that your daily practice is centered and balanced and helpful. And namaste.